Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. I just received a comment that truly inspired me to once again say thank you so much guys. The community is the most important part for me concerning YouTube. I check the comments tab 100 times more often than the revenue tab. Have you left a comment in the past half a year or so? Or even just checked in the comment section? I'm answering, I would say, 99.9% of all the comments. Just try me, it's really easy to keep up at the moment. Just hit me with the engagement, I can really take it. In the previous episode, we took a really long time in order to fix the entirety of the train system. And I say fix in quotes because I already know there are gonna be a bunch of things we're gonna have to adjust, but that is all fine. For instance, there are these little things such as being able to bypass certain stations they don't want to go to. There are also other things such as these two intersections being too close together, but that's all detail work and I don't want to bore you with it because today I want to start decorating another district. So just know whenever we see stuff like this, we are going to fix it. Maybe in this case the bypass wasn't even necessary, it was just this intersection that was causing the issues, not allowing the trains to go to the left. We might encounter a similar problem right here, easily fixable by dragging this a little further. And there we go, just moving a bunch of rails and junctions around, not even changing any of the rails. Well, we made this bypass and they are using it, but that's what I mean in general, though I do understand that you are doubting my strategy. Let's wait until after decorating and then assess the situation newly. Same thing right here at the farming district. By the way, I'm still getting comments. I don't know how many times did I mention that this is just the concept and that I'm gonna take myself the time to make this more beautiful. No, I'm not worshipping the spaghetti monster. I actually did realize that I had to move this junction further because trains were waiting in this junction and that's all it required to move this in order to fix it. If I already made this the final version with all the decorations and the perfect curves, then I would just waste time. Also, this interchange is something I want to change and then we are gonna swap up this entire thing. But enough for the trains, let's just let that develop. What are we gonna take care of today? Maybe it's time to wrap up the farming district. I think that might be a wonderful idea. Wait, check this out. We already have over 6,000 people using the public transport and our vehicles went down like by 400. That's insane. I like that. Okay, time to finish the freaking farming district. This might be interesting. I was kind of thinking about adding another water source here just for shits and giggles, make this look a little more beautiful. How am I doing with soil? Okay, we could probably dig down a little bit. So I want to dig down here and at some point I also want to have a bridge, but this is just going to be nothing too fancy. There we go, something like this is probably already good enough. Let's see, water source. Probably be fairly small and then we wanna wait, what did I just do? I removed it. I want to bring you down to right here. Okay, let's see this in action. Come on, blop, 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 blop. Ah, wonderful. It's taking its sweet time, but it's gonna work out. Let's move into parks and we wanna, let's see, tourism. Yeah, that's where we have all the piers and everything. Come on, settle down. I don't have all day. Okay, we want to have a pier right here. That's for sure. Marina? No, that doesn't make sense. Restaurant? Maybe. Jet ski rental? No. Fishing tours? No. Is this really everything? Okay, well, I guess the pier restaurant it is gonna be then in this case. Let's also get started with the bridge right away. I want to go straight over here though. Maybe we don't even need to have it elevated. Yeah, that actually works out. And then we just hook it up with you, making sure... Actually, this is too close. I really don't want to make another intersection. I think what I'm gonna do is move this plaza building a little bit over. Then we're gonna take this road and bring it straight over into this intersection. Of course, we want to make sure we have everything hooked up correctly. That also counts for the restaurant. I'm actually gonna set up a little bit of low density shopping in order to drag over the power. So all along here, this shouldn't hurt or, you know, really do anything with our situation. On the left side here we have all of the shopping and some of the processing buildings, or actually the buildings that are processing the crops. Yeah, I really feel like we could start filling that stuff up here as well. But let me make this a different path. That looked really stupid. Yeah, much better. Get you right over here. And then if we can we? No, I cannot split it up. So I guess I'm gonna make another pathway. Hopefully getting around here. Yeah, looking good. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be convenient. We are gonna add another path here that goes straight into the corner. Actually, that didn't do anything. Come on, connect. Yes. Okay, and that's probably all the path we need for our people. We're gonna go with low density because that's the theme of the overall farming district. And then once we filled this all up, we can also start decorating. Should I do this part as well? Let me leave some space for trees and stuff, and this inner part we're gonna fill up. Power lines, I really don't need you like this. Can we do this better? Ah man, I really wish the power lines also had a little bit of a range, so you don't really have to plot them exactly in the blue. So I guess for now I'm just gonna take the power right from here, and maybe we can help these guys out as well. Okay, good. Let's let the game run for a bit so we know where the buildings are gonna go, and then we are gonna take forth our dedicated tree tool. Ah, finally! I remember we actually started building this in the 7th episode, if I'm not mistaken. It was called Farming 101. That's when we started this district, and it has not come a long way yet. Well, it did receive a couple of additions, such as my most favorite Vomit Park. But yeah, it's finally time we can see this district in its potential final glory. We also have to make sure that we have enough parking. That's something I must not forget now that we actually have access to parking. Okay, looks like for the most part they don't need a lot of parking. Maybe a little bit up here. They could use some parking right there, for instance. And also, I want to set up some light parking. Ah, man. Panning is a pain in the butt with low FPS. But what I meant to say, I definitely want to have a lot of parking spots here as well, especially because it's going to be close to another potential park we can build. Just having a quick peek at my railing system, looking good. There is a potential issue here a bit. Yeah, they are not bypassing this correctly. This intersection needs to be fixed immediately. Okay, looks like the cars and trucks are accumulating again. We'll have to observe this. Anyways, did you guys build by now? Not quite yet, but we can still guesstimate where we can set up a bunch of trees and rocks. So let me continue with this. Though we might want to spice things a bit up with the smaller trees and keep them distanced, at least in certain areas. I do want to hide all of these ugly edges that are forming around the buildings. But why not every now and then have a couple of bushes and also a little bit of free space for children to play. Throw a boomerang or so. Believe me, it's really annoying if you have too many trees and want to throw your boomerang. In polluted areas like this, we're gonna try to come up with certain stone formations, since placing down trees will not look very appealing. But I think a stone formation like this is a really nice filler. Also, every now and then I want to set up a tiny colorful area with a whole bunch of trees, just like this, all the trees mixed together. Be it realistic or not, it just looks nice from the top, I think. Between the sewage output and the district itself, I want to have one of my thick forests. What are these trees? Giant redwoods. I love them. Maybe we should do this with the brush so we can mix things up really nice. And a bunch of you as well, a bunch of you. Nice, that's actually good enough for me. If we add a stone formation as well, we can easily do that in certain spaces. Let's see, maybe something like that. Yeah, that's gonna add up right here. Okay, nice, that's what I'm talking about. Traffic at the moment is at 80%. Okay, I'm not gonna worry yet. So far so good. Looks like most of the buildings popped into existence now. We have a little bit of a blank space here. Let's actually make sure we don't cover this up completely. I'm gonna go into the small tree section. I just want to make sure I cannot see this line from above. I really think seeing this line makes everything look ugly. And here at certain spots we cannot hide it, except we take a really large tree, like so. But as you can see, for the most part, this is kind of working out. Maybe a couple of rocks to wrap it up. Yeah, one more right there. Okay, I think we're done with this area for the most part. Maybe let's go to the other side and take care of that. Probably the first thing I want to take care of is less parking, especially in the industrial area. So we're gonna take our trusty traffic manager for that. I do not necessarily, or I do not want parking here at all. We can leave the parking for the dirt road here, I think, though. That doesn't really hurt. As long as this road is free, I'm happy. Also here, what is this building actually? Oh, parking here makes sense maybe. Let's remove it from this road though. And then there's also a tiny bit of industry here as well that I don't want to clutter with parked cars. You guys have to go as well. I'm afraid you can stay though. You have to go. I guess that's good for now. Maybe if I see something else, I'm gonna remove it afterwards. Man, we still have buildings that are being flooded. I think I have to bring these guys up a bit. You know, the buildings themselves. Like this guy here is totally underground. Okay, actually that might have been the issue. Thinking about this, we might want to set up some more stuff belonging to the farming industry. I mean, we still have the space. We probably also have the capacity. Maybe let's check it out. I never really noticed we are running out of stuff in the farming industry. It's probably not badly balanced at the moment. However, we still have some fertile land, for instance right here. I also want to connect up this road. This might make sense at this point. So we're gonna come around here, creating a new intersection. I also want to do some testing with changing up these roads so they are two-way instead of one-way. Right here, I would say we could maybe potentially fit a crop field. Wait. This is forestry. What am I thinking? Extractor buildings. We want to have a nice additional field here, and then maybe something here as well. Tree. It's all a little bit curvy here. Let me pause the game because I'm destroying all the power. We're gonna set up 2 fruit fields. Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's make this a greenhouse. Cool, I like it. We could also do with a couple more animal pastures. We cannot really fit the large ones in here, but we can fit a couple of small ones, though they wouldn't really exist at a road like this. No. Let me do a dirt road and go inside a bit. I don't really want another intersection. I think this one here is gonna be fine, but I don't want one here because that's the processing industry's intersection. It's probably gonna result in issues. Instead, we're just gonna take a little dirt path and connect it here. Well, not quite connect, but it should allow us to place a couple of pastures. I'm actually gonna make this a little more of a tight fit so it also connects with the pathway. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Though there isn't really space for a pasture. What we can do, however, is maybe set up more of these farm maintenance? No, that's not what I want. Workers' barracks. They would make for a really good look here in this place. So let me do one more. And then maybe if we're lucky, yes, we can set up 2 more pastures right there. Gonna have some pigs and sheep. Seems okay. With that out of the way, are we done? I don't think so. I want to have more industrial buildings, but now I need to be careful. Need to be careful about the traffic. I made some changes and this could be dangerous, but let me try to fill out this area with a teensy bit more zoned specialized industry. Gonna do the same thing right here. And then slowly but surely we can start decorating stuff like this. Let me see. Bushes maybe? Ooh, this could be a really nice place to dive for a large amount of bush. Yes, alright. That's actually gonna be excellent. Just with a couple of trees to spice it up. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. This is actually brilliant. I'm missing a rock, to be honest. Just one rock here. Or maybe a rock formation might be better. Let me actually see. Okay, and then just hide the corner here a bit and hide this. I love it. In situations like this, I always forget to, beware. Is my city still working? The no good situation is calming down. That's good. Otherwise, we just have a couple of buildings burning. That's the usual scenario. We seem to have an issue here with the trash. Where's my garbage collection up here? You know, right now I really don't have the time to take care of that. So we are just gonna add garbage collection here. Let's actually do an incineration plant. Those are a little bit faster. At the moment we are mostly missing the plastic, maybe sometimes petroleum as well, but it's mostly the plastics. Of course, plastics might now be taking the long way around, so that might not be necessary. I need to provide a way for petrolists to get to my specialized industry. Okay, that now gives me a much better picture. I just made this temporary line in order to connect to the specialized industry. This means in this place we're gonna need at least 2 additional lines. But more to that later. I think with that fix, we made things a lot less taxing. Back to detailing. Gonna fill up this area next. 1, 2, 3, go. Yay, much better. I guess we can continue in this fashion. The traffic actually didn't worsen much. Let me get rid of this. This is always confusing me. Parked cars, I hate you. Okay. It looks like this intersection might be a case for a traffic light, or maybe a bigger road here would also help. Let's actually do that. Oh, darn it. We cannot really try a 4-lane. This would destroy a few things. Except we brought this back, and that would destroy the pathway that we can replace. Okay, good. The traffic light made this look a lot less stressful, I would say. Let's keep going with filling up the blank spots. Right here, though, I think... let's actually first finish the zoning, so we completely know what's going on. I want to leave this free. I know this is gonna be too stressful, but we can fill this up. We can definitely get some of this going, maybe up to this point, leave the rest free for the intersection. Just gonna do a little bit on the other side, but leave this free, as I said. This could probably also be some industry. We're gonna leave this free. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Let's get to decorating. Alright, let's try to wrap this up. The first thing I would like to do is, now that I know this shape, we can actually lay out the tracks a bit better. So I would like them to go along this road very closely. I'm just rebuilding them in the approximate shape that I want, and it's going to be easier instead of moving it. But we want to continue along here, and then this is the point where we slowly are going to turn into that line we already have. So go over here and there. Alright, not bad, not quite perfect. We can fix this. Over here it's probably okay for the most part, and then at this point I really would like to connect up with my road. So we might want to approach this with a little bit of a curve and then go really close to the road so it seems to connect. When we do this part, including the interchange, I'm gonna swap this up so it actually follows this road and probably goes above this area. But for now it can just go back into this line, and now we can delete the rest. Yeah, that's much better. I like how it's following the natural terrain. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna start filling up all of the gaps, or at least most of them. Gonna catch you in just a second. A little visual update for you guys. You can see I tried to start filling in the gaps. And holy cow, it just makes so much of a difference. There's also a clear difference between areas that I left a little more open and areas that are not done. You can see the difference. This is just, it doesn't feel right. Now, of course, in other locations I placed down an awful lot of trees, but then certain other spots we're gonna treat a little bit more carefully. Maybe this area right here is a good example. We only want to have a couple of trees here along the line, and then this all can be open field. And even though there's still empty space, it just feels much better. Same thing right here, this is just not right. Okay, there we go. I think we are actually done with this part. Maybe I need a little bit of a line here as well. Just a little bit around the field. Okay, there we go. That is good enough. Now I think we did everything, at least inside of our loop. Nice, I actually really like it. And now that I just see that, there's something that bothers me. No freaking parking here. Maybe you can park around the cargo station itself, but that's gonna be it. Oh man, look at this! This is absolutely amazing. It is so much better than before. So much better. There's just this little part that we can probably do in order to wrap this up. Let's get things started with some giant redwood along the road. Maybe up to this point we are gonna make a little line here. Arrange a little something here for our commercial district. There's actually a plaza as well that we want to surround. And maybe to make it a little less bland, just a couple of trees, one stone here in the center. I think my mouse is giving up again. I'm playing too much City Skylines. Yeah, seems good enough. I can fit another stone in here. Let's actually do 2 of them. Or maybe not. Bushes it is then. Give me bushes. Okay, nice. I think that is good enough. Right here, I might actually add something else. Also, in this area, this is absolutely not done yet. Oh yeah, my mouse is giving up. But most importantly, I think in here, I might set up another nature reserve thingy-bob, maybe with a bunch of terraforming. I think for now we're gonna wrap this up for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If we have a lot of these episodes soon enough, all of the parts of the city are gonna look very beautiful. And by the way, I saw we have a little death problem. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your time, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.